Play good defense. Vikings, Bears. First game at Soldier Field since Walter Payton passed away Saturday night. His son, Jared Payton, wearing number 34 now for Miami in their game against Virginia Tech. And there's the flag at half-mast, number 34 at Soldier Field. Jim Miller has had one NFL start. He threw for 83 yards. Look at this rainbow. Demarcus Robinson beating Jimmy Hitchcock, starring in his own horror film. 77-yard touchdown, 7-0 Bears. Later in the first time at 7, Miller. The quick hit to Marty Booker. How about Booker's first NFL receipt? Jim Miller to Marty Booker. Are you kidding me? They're riddling the Vikings. 57 yards. Miller threw for 287 yards in the first half alone. This is only his second career start. 17 all, fourth quarter. Jeff George looking for Chris Carter. He already has 2 touchdowns. Flags coming on Terry Cousin. Remember the matchup? Later in the drive from the 1. George to Chris Carter, all he does?
Catch touchdown.
His third, 24-17 Minnesota. Bears get the ball under 2 minutes to go. Miller to Cuckoo Kachu, Marcus Robinson, 19 yards and rolls near the sideline. 3 plays later, Miller to Booker. Defender falls. Miller sees him. My goodness, we're tied at 24. The place goes bonkers. Vikings get the ball back with 43 seconds to go. Tommy, how can this happen on the slant to Randy Moss?
Well, the quick slant and then the speed by Moss. You see him running right past the angles for about a 40-plus yard gain there, and you start worrying about the football game at this point in regulation.
After the timeout, 2 plays later, 23 seconds to go. Pump fake. George, he slings it so fast to Moss. Walt Harris prevents the touchdown, but it looks like it's a chip-chop field goal. After an almost fumble by Leroy Hort, the most prolific field goal kicker in the history of the NFL, Gary Anderson, misses a 20-yard field goal to win the game? Well, maybe somebody's smiling at all this. First play in overtime for the Vikings, intercepted by Walt Harris, but he falls down.
Stay up.
He felt he could have picked up 10 or 15 more yards, perhaps, after they pretty much don't try to move it on offense. Chris Bonio misses a 41-yard field goal. So George and the Vikes have another chance in overtime. Incomplete to Carter. Flag. Yay. Tight call on Terry Cousin.
Yeah, iffy call.
Gary Anderson, 38 yards. It goes about 40, but it's good. He redeems himself, and the Vikings. First of all, Jeff George has won 4 straight games for the first time in his career. Vikings have won 4 in a row to take a 2-4 start into a 6-4 record, into a bye week. And for the Bears, a tough loss. But you know what? George throws a beautiful ball, but he's got some pretty good guys to work with.
Well, Moss and Carter, 345 yards on 21 receptions. The most times going to win a football game, boom.
Hey, hats off to Jim Miller and the Bears. Miller, 34-48 for 422.